The four aces are often connected to the four directions because it enables us to conceive of a tool or a personification or even a weapon that epitomizes the energy of each of the four elements or each of the four worlds of operation: the imagination, the intellect, the intentions, the body. So when we create a magic circle keyed to the four directions, what we're doing is using conventional, agreed upon symbolism as to what those directions mean. So typically speaking, we put air in the east because the sun rises there. And we put fire in the south because of the heat associated with the south from a northern perspective. We put water in the west because the sun goes to rest there, and we put earth in the north. Now, if you look around the world, you'll find that in many cases, this symbolism is very different. And from tradition to tradition, it changes. So I don't want to get hung up on which direction is tied to each element. In fact, I want to even suggest that there's a way or a mode of creating a circle where the physical directions of the earth are not as important. This does not contradict keying to the physical directions, but this is an additional type of practice that you can use. For example, sometimes people would say, if you don't know where north is, then just imagine you're facing north. Okay, fair enough. Imagine you're facing north, because wherever you are within, you always have this relationship to north. But what if we do this? What if we take the north, south, east, west directionality and we try a nautical metaphor instead? So let's go for fore, aft, port, and starboard. In other words, in front of the boat, behind the boat, to the right of the boat, and to the left of the boat. So fore is the front, aft is the back, starboard is the right, and port is the left. So here's a meditation we can do together. Relax and breathe. Allow the world around you to fade out of focus and close your eyes. Breathe and relax. And imagine that you are seated at the helm of a boat. It could be a galleon, it could be a small canoe, it could be a Viking longboat. I like to imagine it being filled with supplies and well trimmed, with a crew and a ship's cat to keep off vermin. And I like to think of each part of it well trimmed, well set up, well taken care of. And I imagine a strong mast with a patched and robust sail, a crow's nest at the top from which I can see around, and portals from which to look out on the side. There might be cannons. There might be a carving. It's a strong boat that has many different ways of generating power. Now, looking towards the bow or the fore of the boat, there is a lamp, a bright lamp, shining and hanging in front of the boat from perhaps the dragon's head, or perhaps the maiden's head, if you will. And take a moment to appreciate that there's a lamp at the prow of the boat. And looking even further off, you might see a star by which to navigate. This is the element fire. This is the wand. This is in front of you. And now, turning one 90-degree turn to your right, you're facing starboard. One 90-degree arc to your right. And you can look out over the sea. It's a vast, vast sea, full of fish and beings and deep intelligences. The sea looks simple, but it's a complex and swirling mass of intricate varieties. And connect to that. Perhaps imagining a fountain or a bowl with which to collect the water and distill it for salt and for pure water. And then sweeping around in a 90-degree arc all the way to the back of the boat. See the cutting blade of the rudder which steers the boat. The blade which cuts through the water and determines direction. And also know that the wind coming from behind fills the sails which are trimmed and well prepared to catch the wind, to convert it into energy. And then sweeping around all the way 90 degrees towards port, you can see there's an island. And on that island there is a port. And in that port there is commerce. When you return to that port, those supplies, those connections that you've made, you'll be able to trade and exchange and interact with other people. You'll be able to explore lands. In that place is a home and a stable ground on which to walk. And finally, drawing that circle all the way back around to the prow, you can see that lamp which lights your way. Feeling the strong circle, the lamp in front, sea in starboard, the rudder in the aft, and port on your left-hand side. That strong circle with the strong mast, the well-trimmed ship present in the center. Sense that and let that feel bright and real and clear. Let it fade into an invisible energy that is stored within you. A metaphor, if you like, or a mode of knowledge that helps you remember that your tools are all around you and your imagination can shape them in any way you like. You have available to you all of the equipment of a well-outfitted, well-prepared, well-defended ship which can navigate the world using the directions front, back, left, and right. Fore, aft, starboard, and port. Fire, air, water, and earth. Wands, swords, cups, and pentacles. So this is the nautical circle, and you can use it to assemble your magic.